Pete the cat went to the Elk Grove Village Public Library the other day, and he lost all 4 of his buttons. Did he cry? Goodness, no. But maybe you can help him. Just go to the Elk Grove Library and look for the Pete the Cat books, just like this one. If you don't know where they are, you can always ask a librarian to help. When you find the Pete the Cat books, you maybe will find one of his lost buttons and some clues. Good luck! So here is our friend Pete, and one day he woke up and he decided to put on his favorite shirt. And here it is. You see what color it is? Bright, bright yellow. And his shirt had 1, 2, 3, 4 big, round, colorful, groovy buttons. And he loved his shirt so much that he sang this song. It goes like this. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of his buttons popped off and it rolled away. How many buttons does Pete have now? Will you count with me? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 buttons. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete just kept on singing his song. So now we need 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and it rolled away. How many buttons does Pete have now? Let's count. 1, 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He just kept on singing his song. Will you sing it with us? My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and it rolled away. How many buttons do we have now? Just 1. Did Pete cry? Did you cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He just kept on singing his song. Let's sing it. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. What's going to happen? Can you make the sound with me? Pop! His button popped off and it rolled away. How many buttons does he have now? 0. No buttons. Oh. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Now Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and do you know what he saw? He saw his belly button! Oh, there it is. And he sang a new song that went like this. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. It just goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. Thanks, Pete.